Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Taylor the Fiend.
I'm going to tell you why the club scene is over. The club scene is over because men want to be women. And when I say men want to be women, they want to cut the line.
I thought women went to the club because of women. That you guys wanted to dance with women and pay attention to other women and flaunt your clothes to women. Why does men matter? When you see a group of guys trying to get in the club, but they won't want to pay for a table.
I went to the club recently for my friend's birthday.
So men just have to pay for tables to be able to go dance and enjoy their time?
And I gotta say, I don't know how y'all do it. I don't ever go to the club, but he wanted to go, so I popped out for him. And that was the last time the club will ever see me. Paying anywhere from $20 to $50 just to get in, and then paying another $20 for a watered down drink just to stand around and listen to music that ain't even good. You can miss me with that.
Nightclubs are going broke and modern women have no idea what to do.
I actually thought about opening my own nightclub and just make it like a food and dance floor nightclub, or you eat and you dance. That's all you do. There's no tables and no table service in a sense. There's tables everywhere, but you're gonna have to dance. There's only one big ass dance floor. You're gonna eat your food. It's probably gonna be Cambodian food, street Cambodian food, and you just have a good time
with themselves. We've got a video for you here today from Alpha Central. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into it.
Clubbing dead everywhere? Like, is it just LA? Because no one goes clubbing anymore. Like, no one even wants to go out. None of my friends have been to the club. I haven't been to a club in months. What?
I hate going to LA clubs or even anything in LA, right? It's just the parking, the hassle, the traffic, the homelessness.
What happened to clubbing?
Clubbing is completely pointless. Terrible music, overpriced drinks, and countless women in their 30s who think that getting intoxicated and dancing around spastically is somehow a fun time.
It's true. If you want to go meet some or go run through some post-wall women, the club is probably it. There's going to be a lot of post-wall 30-year-olds that are just looking to get cuffed up.
You are broaching word right now.
I just want to say that New York club culture, everyone's complaining about, oh my god, New York club culture is dead. Why is it dead? Why is it dead? It's because these musty, dusty bouncers that are these stupid, like music, sorry, they said for two girls, yeah? $150.
Is everyone well in the head?
Like, no.
Are we okay?
And then we said, oh, we hate ourselves.
No, you're not okay. You're obviously unattractive fatties. That's why you had to pay.
We can do 40. They said no, 50. There's no one here. There's no live watch.
Okay.
Right. That establishment, they said 50 each.
Since men have stopped going to the club, that means that ladies' nights, free cover charges, and simps buying them drinks have long since sailed. Now these women can experience the club life the way that men have by...
I mean, they can experience the way they've always been telling men that they want to experience it. Going there just for the girls, dancing with the girls.
Spending their own money to get ignored by the people around them. Actually rather surprising to see that many people in a club, but to be fair, modern women are the very definition of insanity. They will keep going to clubs and doing the exact same and expecting every time to be different somehow.
When there are no guys to pay for our drinks at the first club and we have to move clubs because you got broke, dusty, musty crusties. This is why we always say, run! DMC! Don't mess with broke women. You know, as much as we don't care how broke they are, what career they have, yeah, don't let them be homeless.
They pretty much explained exactly why men have stopped going to clubs. These women go with the specific intention of conning men into buying them drinks. It's a complete waste
And then they make videos and flaunt about it, Taylor.
of time.
The UK is losing 5 nightclubs per week.
Damn.
And sadly, this is another one right in the heart of the city of London. Huge rents on these places. I mean, look at the size of it right by St. Paul's. It would have cost tens of thousands of pounds per month to keep going. The place actually used to go all the way down there and down there. In fact, over 40% of nightclubs in the UK have closed since 2020.
People don't realize how desperately clubs need men in order to stay afloat. It was the men who were paying the fees.
It's men that like move all of that liquor
And buying the drinks. Without the men, these clubs are completely worthless.
And the reason for it is because the younger generation just aren't going out as much.
And I heard that younger generations also don't drink as much as our generation.
They're spending more time on social media and
It's probably because they have access to a lot more drugs nowadays.
interacting with friends and family in more of a digital way. And also the younger generation just aren't drinking as much anymore.
He even
In
said
fact, 26% of people aged 18 to 24 don't drink at all. And that figures up from 15% just 10 years ago. And it's going more and more in that direction as people become more health conscious.
It's actually a good sign that the younger generation don't want to drink to have a good time. The number of people who go out to binge drink
Yeah, Taylor, but there's a lot of people smoking some Zaza.
and make unhealthy decisions over the years has been incredibly damn high, so good for them.
So this is what New York clubs do. The club is filled up, not even, I'm being sarcastic. It's this many people in the spot, and they have lines like this. This goes around the corner. This is for Zeddy Will. They won't let anybody inside, having people to pay to get in to cut the line, and you go nowhere. And they're holding everybody up. There's literally open space.
Clubs have had to increase their rates at the door because people can't be bothered to go clubbing anymore, especially men. It's just a waste of time and money. Now women just wait in line and hope
And now they're charging women too.
that bouncers will take pity on them.
This is a Zeddy Will event. This is what they do in New York. Want you to pay them $100 to get in. Just
Like it's even worse than concerts when you think about it. You know, when you go to a concert, it's about $100, but you're paying $100 to get into a club. Is it really that great of a show at a club? You know,
for this. Or else you wait on a line that goes around the corner.
I'm not trying to be
yeah, them purposely trying to make the line long and it look like people are trying to get in and it's packed. I hate that concept.
nosy. I'm not trying to be nosy.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be nosy.
Yeah, Zeddy Will, you lost one with this one. Bye-bye.
I'm sure Zeddy Will is going to be absolutely heartbroken that some random woman is complaining about the $100 cover charge to get into the club. I'm sure they will become desperate for broke women to be filing their ranks once again.
So I'm old and I've lived in multiple cities, and I remember there was a time when you could literally get into the club, like just because you were a girl. Promoters would come out onto the street and look for girls, offer them bottles, offer them shots if they came into the club. Years ago, the guy at the door, he was telling me, I hate it when girls just come to the club and they expect to get in for free. I don't care how pretty you are going to stand in line. I was like, oh my gosh.
The only reason why club promoters were able to get women to come into the clubs and offer them free booze was because that would entice men to come into the clubs to meet women. Men aren't doing that anymore, so now women have to cover their overhead themselves.
Yeah, men don't care for clubs. Men don't care to go to particular places just to meet women. We'll go to places, hang out with the boys, do some hobbies, and if women happen to be there, sure, we'll flirt around here and there, but we don't go there purposely just to pick up women.
Thinking to myself, where did I get the idea that girls go to the club and don't stand in line? Because I have this idea in my head that girls just don't stand in line at the club. It's because now that I've been seeing all this discourse about club culture, it's because there was a time. It's like I forgot about it. It was so long ago, but there was a time when if you were a group of girls, you were definitely getting into the club for free. You were skipping the line because men bring the money and the men want to go where the girls are at, but
Men grew wise to the scam that is the modern nightclub. Why would any man want to pay to walk into an overpriced dance club that is overcrowded, pay for overpriced drinks, and get ignored by women who just want them for free stuff?
not anymore. The men want to go where the men are at, and they just don't need girls to have a good time anymore. Specifically, remember, there was a time you would be standing in a line outside, and the man at the door would let all of the ladies come in, and the men had to stand in line. That really happened. It's all coming.
Yeah, it did, and now there's equality. Congratulations.
Back to me. But now it's gotten so bad on social media. The club DJs, they will say, "Oh, we have this going on tonight, but just so you know, you will be standing in line." Okay.
Women like this grew too used to having everything handed to them on a silver platter, thinking that they were...
When you remove privilege, it feels like oppression. She seemed like she's so offended and oppressed or
expected
something.
to have everything simply because they were women. Well, now they're going to get treated like men.
Oh my God, Destiny, what happened? We don't see you at the club anymore. Oh my God, Destiny, why aren't you at the club anymore? Oh my God, Destiny, you don't want to come out with us to the club anymore? No. The boys are on the couches. The boys are on the couches. Why would I come?
Oh, so you went to the club for boys?
And the boys are on the couches. Getting on the couch used to be a bad... Like, you used to have to be a bad... to be able to sit in the section on the couch. Like, you could have been a cute girl and you get into the section and you stand. All night you're standing.
She thinks that she's entitled to the VIP treatment when walking into the club, but that's not happening anymore. Dudes aren't going to be inviting a woman into their sections simply because she's a woman. Those guys have options and she doesn't fit the bill.
Now you go to the club and it's only boys on the couch. It's only boys. There's not even a girl on there. It's only boys in the section standing.
Yeah, because we can afford it and we didn't invite you.
I mean, standing on the couches. Mind you, I love the club. I love outside. I love the club. I used to go to the club 5 nights a week. Like, it got so bad, security used to know me by my first name, not check my bag, not check my ID, walk me in. That's how much I used to love the club.
Imagine living a life that is so boring that you need to go to a club 5 nights a week while also being on a first name basis with the bouncer and club staff. I don't think you could pay me to go to a club 5 nights a week. That's ridiculous.
Crazy.
But I went recently and I noticed 25 men sitting on the couch and all the girls on the floor standing around the table. And I could understand, maybe I got ugly. Maybe I got ugly and they don't want to let me on the couch. But there's not a single woman on the couch.
Those men are paying for those sections, and if they're paying top dollar to sit at a club couch, then they get to choose who's hanging out with them, and they are not going to choose a woman who's aged out of the dating market. That's just not happening.
Why would I, as a lady, pay $40 to get into the club with 1 hour left? I'm standing out of, first of all, this is the type of club where you make a reservation and you get in free, but I guess you're supposed to get there before a certain time, but didn't specify that you're supposed to get into the club before a certain time. So I'm trying to show the guy my code. The one guy talking about, oh, you got a reservation? This hating other man talking about, that's not good. It's $40. Why would I pay $40? Why would I pay $30?
No, because that's what it costs. But we all know you're just a broke, dusty, musty, crusty. Can't afford it.
Why would I pay $20?
For all of the talk of modern women saying that a man is worthless unless he makes a reservation for a date, she's complaining a lot for not being able to make a reservation that she made for herself. Looks like she needs men to help her keep track of time as well.
I will say one major reason why I feel like New York City club culture is dying is simply because the men want to be the baddie. The men are dancing behind the DJ booths. The men are not buying drinks. The men want to be approached. And now granted, this is not all men, but like majority of men.
So just because we're not buying drinks, it's a problem
and now
for you?
Think they are the prize, so they step in these spaces and now they want to be that spectacle by other men and by women too. And so because of this, women are no longer just in this space for fun.
Modern women don't go to clubs to have fun. They go there with the
Because men don't buy me drinks anymore, so I can't go because it's not fun.
express purpose of being treated like princesses. They get free stuff, unlimited attention from men, and preferential treatment. But now that it's been taken away, they just can't handle it.
Women can't go behind the DJ booth. Women have to focus on things like the music, like the technicalities of the experience, rather than just thriving in the experience itself. And I didn't even know how many women were actually paying to party. Personally, if I have to pay, I'm not going. Where is the list? But a lot of women are paying to party. So now it's like, well, men want to be the baddies. I have to pay to party. They're not really playing music that I enjoy.
Welcome to equality again.
Consistently, I'm not having a good time. And if women are not having a good time, men are not going to have a good time simply because the women bring the function.
If a woman feels...
What? No, lady. Men can entertain ourselves and have a good time without women.
It's like the only way she can have fun at a club is if she's not paying for drinks and getting behind the DJ booth, then she's not capable of having any fun on her own. She needs someone else to pay for that experience.
Ooh, some nice thick peppers. Typical Saturday/Sunday.
The clubs are the polar opposite of peace. They are dark, loud, cramped, overpriced. Men have found their peace by just enjoying their lives without the need to go to a place as crappy as a nightclub. It really is true how men can appreciate the simple things that life has to offer.
I mean, again, I tell you guys, like sometimes I'm driving and I just look at a building and I'm just take a moment in awe. I'm like, damn, men built that.
Cipriani last night in Beverly Hills. The vibe was so dead. I mean, as soon as I walked in, I was like, oh my god. I don't know what's up with LA scenery. It's not it. Literally, not it at all. After that, we went for a drink to Gravitas, the private club. It was empty. So I don't know what's happening with LA because the scene is just... There's nowhere to go. People are not out. I don't know. I guess they're not going out anymore.
I don't get why people have to go out to where there's a lot of people. Can you not go to the club and there not be a lot of people and still enjoy yourself? Because I go to many restaurants that don't have a lot of people and still enjoy myself.
Maybe a lot of people moved, but the scene in LA is dead. Literally, I don't even feel like going out because it's just the vibes are off.
It has nothing to do with the city. It's the same anywhere you go. The nightclub scene is gone because nobody wants to go to them anymore, particularly the men. And the only ones who didn't seem to get the memo were the modern women who have been partying for well over a decade now.
So,
some of them 2 decades.
A few months ago, I made a video titled Dating in DC, talking about how there are more women than men at the club, and that gives them this disproportionate advantage where they now kind of act and behave as if they're the prize. And a lot of people either agreed or said that I was male-centered, and I basically was like, okay, I will never talk about this on the internet again. And then I was scrolling on Posh and I came across this.
Logically speaking, if clubs depend solely on men to pay for everything while modern women pay absolutely nothing, then men are technically the prize. It's the men who keep the clubs afloat, and modern women are being forced to learn the hard way that this is the case.
So apparently this weekend there was this event called Women Love Beards. Essentially what it is, and I will read you the description from the organizers. Basically they say in order to maintain gender balance experience, the men get in for free and the women pay $35 for entry. So this is the men's page, and then I'll show you the women's page. There's a whole separate page for women to pay to be in the company of men.
Damn right.
Guys, I fear we've lost the plot. I mean, I get it. This is how they're solving for it. But when I said that there's a gender imbalance and it's making men act like they're the prize, this is what we get.
If women want to be in the company of men at the club, they are going to have to pay for it because men are done paying their hard-earned money to be ignored by those very same women who
maybe buy a man a drink, maybe?
are complaining about having to shell out $35 to go to the club. It's that simple.
I'm going to go to a club, I'll get a table and invite no women. So I'm like, this is just me and my boys hanging out. We're having a good time. Like, I can't stand a promoter table at a club. Promoters are the grossest people on the face of the planet. Nobody likes you. People are pretending to be your friends so they can get a spot at your table.
I don't know anything about club culture, okay? I don't frequent it often.
It's awful.
I understand it's fun. There's girls here.
Not in LA. That's the thing about LA clubs.
Oh.
Nobody has any fun. Everyone goes to stand around or like be on their phone. It's the saddest thing you've ever seen.
If men are going out, they deserve to have fun with their buddies. They shouldn't have to go to a place to be ignored by women who are more obsessed with going on their phones and posting on social media than actually being around other people. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode.
Yeah, again, I've never been a club guy myself. The first time I ever went to a club was when I was 21. My buddies took me to Mexico and we went to Iggy's / Papas and Beers. Oh my god, they forced me to drink like 3-4 beers immediately. Pretty much threw up all night. That was my night. Just me throwing up, passed out in the backseat of the car. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.